enhanced fan engagement.
There you go. Yep. There you go. So it's a reason why moves are being made in Atlanta that, we might not see it may not mean a whole lot, but at the same time, I mean, it's all a part of the chemistry, getting these guys here that uh familiar, that are familiar with each other and don't mind playing with and for each other. So I like the way Ian is doing this thing. And as far as his grade so far, I give him an A minus. Um I mean, it's always room for improvement, right? Uh, I think the only thing that takes away from that A plus is I'm still unsure about the Kevin Stefanski move. And it's no secret to everybody. I'm not sold on Kevin Stefanski, but I absolutely love the coaches that are around him, the experience that's around him. So I don't think those coaches that are around him will allow Kevin Stefanski to fail. So and nobody's going to like take a back seat and allow himself to be a enemy to himself either. So like I said, the experience around him will probably keep him elevated to a point where we can win some games and build a culture here in Atlanta.
Oh yeah. As for Billy Bowman's recovery, really haven't heard much. That's what I was saying earlier in the store. Our players from injury in the
Mhm.
store. Earlier in the show, our players from injury, we haven't heard much. So in the NFL sense, that's a good thing because you haven't heard about any setbacks for none of our players who were injured last year. So hopefully we can have a healthy team in
Mhm.
2026. As
Yeah.
for going for Christian Wilkins, the Falcons currently got 7.6 million in cap space right now. So I think they probably gonna save those for the save that cap space for the draft, unless somebody get an extension, Kyle
Mhm.
Pitts, Drake London, that's gonna free up some cap space.
Yeah. 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 I tell you what, we're going to have a whole lot to look forward to in camp because the competition is a lot more stiffer than it has been in the past too. Uh, Everybody on the team, even players from last season, know they got to come into camp and compete. Nobody's
Yep.
set in stone, except Bijan
But
and Drake.
I feel like he just said that to just not just single like the quarterback room and say everybody's competing because I think he
Mhm.
want that mindset to be on this team. Like it's a
Absolutely.
competition for everybody. But
Yeah.
I think they know who already set in stone,
Oh
who
yeah.
already got the concrete foundation, who's staying.
Right. And you got to have that. You got to have that. You got to go in with the knowledge of who you already know is going to start. That I mean, that's the way to build. And to Southside Ricky, his comment on Christian Wilkinson or Wilson, that guy is a phenomenal player, and I'm so glad that the Atlanta Hawks have finally said, okay, we're going to go and see what this guy's all about. Uh, like his situation in Las Vegas, I'm like any other player in this league, man. I'm leaving that behind. But when he left Las Vegas and went to the Dolphins, the dude absolutely balled out. And if you ever watch his highlights, you are not blocking this guy with one hand with one guy. You are not blocking him. He's going to command attention. If he don't get to the quarterback, he's if he's not leading that meeting at the quarterback, he already has that quarterback. This guy is
Yeah.
here, and look, I'm glazing him. You guys can say what you want. I mean, man, I'm glazing this cat, man. We've been talking for a while about having that guy in the middle that can absolute do the job, no matter where he went. Even with his distractions in Las Vegas, he still did his job. Now he acts like a little kid out there on the field. He plays around a lot. But that's one thing I would include in his contract about the distractions, so it can save us, But this guy here absolutely have fun out there on that job, out there on the field. If you watch his
Yeah.
highlights, he has
Oh yeah.
fun, and he loves it. He loves it.
And then to get the Southside Ricky coming, he say, I think we should draft Keontae Scott from the youth to play in Billy place until he comes back and have more depth.
I
That
like
could
that.
be a possibility. And remember, we brought in Darnay Holmes, the
Hmm.
nickel back from the Raiders,
Yeah.
in here as well, just in case Billy Bowman ain't ready. But that's a good choice. But I think in this draft, I think we're going to get Mike Hughes replacement in this draft.
Hmm.
I really do
I like that. I like that. I like
because there's
that.
too many guys who fit the profile or the mode that Jeff Obrick liked, those long type of corners.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And if you paid attention to it, he always had corners that kind of match the receivers too. He's never had like these 5'9", 5'8", which concerns me about Kobe Bryant, right? But he's always had the size of cornerback that could match the receivers. And you know, I mean, there's a lot of big receivers out there now. Now they're going all the way up to 6'5", 6'6", 6'7",
Oh
and
yeah,
two,
because
you know,
you
so
got Takario Davis coming out of Washington. He's 6'4", 200.
yeah, exactly. But to Brian Albrecht, I mean, to his system, I mean, it's a defensive player friendly system. I mean, I would have loved to play in his system. That guy, I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's probably the best, but at the same time, players learn this system quick and they have fun doing it. I don't know if you guys realize, but the energy that the Falcons had last year on this defense, man, was beyond crazy. I hadn't seen that defense since I want to say 98, probably 2000, probably. Yeah, a lot of energy going through that defense.
Yeah. But I think that was that switch we need. Like we had to let the young players get out there. Like, and it worked.
Yeah.
Like, when was the last time we had a defensive tackle, defensive end? How about interior guy?
Mm-hmm.
We had in two guys in Zach Harrison and Brandon Dorless. They had almost 15 sacks combined.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're still here. They're still here. Yeah. And the thing about excuse me, the thing about how we have the players that we have now, and I've highlighted this in one of my videos, is how Seattle built their defense, right? At each one of those positions on the front seven, they are at least 3 deep with players that they call on to come in. And I'm not talking about players just come in and just fill in on nickel or whatever. But each one of those players are 3 and 4 down guys. You don't have to scheme around certain players because they are stronger at doing this or doing that. These guys play 3 and 4 down, and this is the way we want to build this defense. Which is the reason why I really hate James Pierce Jr. because he's that guy you can play him 4 downs, and not miss a beat. But the Falcons now are building this team to where we are that deep on defense where if we call out, if Ruka Rojo have to go out and take a breather, Camden Davis come in and fill in with no problem, and the production will still be there. It's not just going to be one of these guys that come in and fill in, give Ruka Rojo a breather, then bring them back. You know what I mean? Because especially on these long drives that we tend to find ourselves in on defense, we're going to need that, right? And that's what Seattle did, and it worked perfect for them. They spent a lot of money.
We could have had a prolific defense last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you remember how we always kept saying we need a defense to complement the offense? Last year, the offense left the defense to dry.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
Just think about how many times the defense did exactly what we need them to do. Get a stop, field position. Don't give up no points. And then we turn around, 3 plays in less than 2 minutes, and we punted.
Exactly.
We turn the ball over. Penalty. Just mess up the drive.
Yeah. And I mean, the way Ian has went out and got these players, man. He signed them all to, like Savannah says, we signed them all to 1-year deals, which is going to make competition in camp that much better. We're going to have something to look forward to in camp, almost guaranteed. But these guys are playing for a second or third win in the NFL. If they get a contract to go into the future, awesome. You still looking at a player that you can still sign for a minimum of 3 years for even I'm not gonna say even less money, but not that much more money, and you still have your player. So you talking about building for the future? Oh, this is a crazy idea. I love it.
Well, yeah, man, it's like the depth we have now, just off the Deshaun hand, he know what he coming in here to do. Like, that show David Onyemata replacement right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
He like the pieces we brought in here. That's playoff quality depth.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
We
Exactly.
just ain't signed anybody off the streets. We actually signed guys who was on playoff teams.
Yeah.
Some of them, not all of them.
And not only that, they have a specialty. They are run stoppers. If you look at each one of these
Yeah.
guys that we went out there and got, these guys are prolific against the run, which where we were having problems at over the last couple of years. So I mean, that's why I can't
Yeah.
wait to see how these guys who we keep, because we're not going to keep all of them, but
And we
who,
got guys who already know the program. Just we brought
yeah,
in guys from Alabama,
hmm,
Georgia. They already know the program. It's a no BS program. We finna get the work.
I agree. I agree. Yep. Yep.
330. What's going on, OG?
Hey man, I'm just sitting back soaking in all this knowledge, man. Hey,
you
but
give, you was giving
thinking, yeah,
knowledge.
huh?
I didn't before I came on. I was listening to all the knowledge you were putting out there, man.
Hey man, I get lucky every now and then, man.
Hey, you know what you're talking about. It
Hey,
ain't
but,
luck.
but you know what I was thinking about yesterday with the new special team rules.
Mm-hmm.
Besides using Bijan as a kickoff returner, I would use one of them other running backs that we brought in that could play special teams to return a kickoff. Because
Yeah.
really,
Brian Robinson did it.
Yeah.
well, I would use one of those guys because I used to be a special teams guy, kickoff return, punt return, and
Mhm.
in my opinion, the way that they got those guys lined up, it's really a run play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're putting Nathan Carter back there.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I would
would,
do.
as far as like that special teams, there will be no way I would entertain the thought of putting Bijan back there. I mean, the guy is good. That's not my problem. My problem is you don't want to run your mule into the ground either, because
No,
you can't do that. And you know, and he'll be more susceptible to injury. But that would be the furthest thing from my mind using him on special teams. I think what's my kid that we just signed from Philadelphia? He's played he's fielded punts. So he's gonna be, I mean, I think that the players that we bring in, there are a lot that's gonna be playing on special teams as well. And I think that's why a lot of them have been brought in, because I ain't gonna say for a long time, at least for the last 2-3 years, special team has been a concern and a declining avenue for us. So we do have to address
So
that.
what y'all think about the type of running backs we brought in here, that all three running backs are really like built the same? Bijan, Brian Robinson, and Tyler Goodson. Like, ain't
Yeah,
none of them built like Tyler Haji.
yeah,
they
yeah,
built the same, but they got different running style.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I actually think Brian Robinson can actually be a more of a plus, to be honest with you. And this is just my thought. And it's only because of the passing game too. But his yards after catch far supersedes what Tyler has done, as opposed to what Tyler likes to run folk over. You know, he'll try to avoid the tackle, but he likes to run through people, which is not a plus, a negative on him. He has the body to do it, and he has the running style to do it. But
That's
but
what I'm
Brian
getting to.
Robinson was
Like,
that type of
with the
guy.
running backs, that we brought in here, you see the running style of this team is all right. It don't matter who we put out there.
Yeah, yeah, true indeed, true indeed. I'm actually more because I'm a Nathan Carter guy. I've been vouching for him. I've been vouching for him, but Brian Robinson brings another vision to this thing, man. I mean, the way he
So
runs,
do
people
Tyler
bounce off
Goodson.
of him. We may just lose Carlos again, especially if Brian Robinson can
Man,
play special teams.
I don't see Carlos. Yeah, maybe special teams, but I feel like with the running backs we brought in here,
Mm-hmm.
that battle for running back 2 and running back 3 finna be a very good battle.
Yeah. But see, Brian Robinson plays special team as well. But Carlos, he been playing. That's where he made his name at, in special teams. And I think that's why we brought him back, allowed him to come back. And he just may
Yep.
end up on the practice squad again.
Yep. And then depending on what we do at wide receiver, the same thing can be said for Chris Blair.
Yeah.
Let us pray. What's going on, big dog?
What up? Let us pray. What is happening?
Let us
You
pray.
already know. Talking about these dirty birds.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, I feel like the moves we made at running back, like that, just like that show you like the running game. It's finna cater to Bijan, like just
Yeah.
the build of running backs. Just like you said, they all got different styles, but they all built the same. You don't know what you're gonna get when they come in the game. It's like you almost can
Right.
tell when it was Tyler and Bijan, because you knew Tyler was coming in for short yardage. He might get a pass or two, but it wasn't here. We would be able to interchange any one of these players. Not saying they're on the tier of Bijan, but saying that they all can be interchangeable in the run game and the passing game.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What's happening, Zay?
Zay, what's happening?
Say
Man,
in the
I
bag.
agree. I agree,
Say that link out
Southside.
there, baby.
I agree. I felt like the last regime, they emphasized blocking for Bijan more than getting the production out of the wide receiver room. Long as Drake was getting his, long as Kyle Pitts would come in when we need him, think about it. Mooney was still on the field. If he catch a pass, he catch a pass. They was cool with it because they was cool with his injury.
Right.
So they wasn't looking to improve the production of the wide receiver room, but they felt like, okay, let me go with Dylan Drummond, let me go with David Seals, and let me emphasize blocking for Bijan and blocking for the running game, and hopefully we can get that help out of the running game.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and that's one of the things too that I'm looking forward to Ian addressing too is the wide receiver. Because even though we brought in Jahan Dotson, we still need another even if it's for development, we still need to bring in a couple more receivers. Not taking away nothing from Zacchaeus or Dotson. I just think that for developmental reasons, I think we need to come in with because I think we filled what 8 last year, 7 or 8 receivers last year. So there's room to bring in some bodies. That's if we go that many like we did last year. But
Yeah, right now we got Drake, we got Dotson, we got Alameda, we got Chris Blair, we got Casey Washington, we got Dylan Drummond, and we got the Tompkins guy.
Yeah. See, Casey Washington, he I don't he can play special teams, but I to me, man, he just played. I'm not gonna say he was fragile, but he played like he was playing with injuries all last year. Every time he hit the
Seemed
ground,
like every time he got an opportunity, he get hurt.
Yeah. I mean, like it almost seemed like it was every play. I hate to say it, but yeah, I hope he put on some muscle this off season or working towards it.
Him and Kobe Bryant, because that's another thing too. Like, what if we don't go cornerback in the draft? What if it's Kobe Bryant?
Yeah.
But I also don't want to miss the opportunity to get a solid corner. Like, I'm gonna be honest. At 48 or 79, if Dalen Everett is there, I will put him opposite AJ.
Yeah. I like that. It's gonna be interesting to step up in that spot though.
Yeah.
If Mike Hughes, if he's still here, it would definitely be Mike Hughes. But after that, you have, and Kobe. I mean, like I said, this is gonna be one of those competition camps that's gonna be so close. If a person gonna have to really like come in and set himself apart, and if he wants the job.
Yeah, 48, man. For the moves we made in free agency, 48 is it could be a surprise.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You definitely gonna go defense with that number 48.
So at 48, you can go get anything.
Oh yeah.
From the moves that we made in free agency, you can go get whatever you want at
Mm-hmm.
48. We ain't showing our hand.
Yeah.
Because, like, think about it. We signed by 3 DTs in free agency. So in their mind, well, the Falcons ain't going after DT. We still got all of our cornerbacks on this roster except for D offer. Well, we don't think the Falcons gonna get cornerback too.
Right.
We got
Right.
all these wide receivers. I don't think the Falcons might go wide receivers. We could get our whole entire offensive line back. I don't see them going offensive line. Like, you don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. All we at this point, all we can do is speculate. My prediction is, I mean, I'm hoping we go wide receiver first and then offensive lineman. Because we still got to whether we bring in a player in 2027 or keep one of the two or Penix, we still got to protect these guys. You know, it's not like we have a dynamic runner like a Michael Vick who can create plays with his legs. We got guys that need to sit in the pocket and prefer to stay in the pocket. So we got to protect them.
Yep.
And our O line, truthfully, we're not getting any younger. So we got to at least bring in one or two more linemen, even for developmental reasons. We've been fortunate in the past to find guys in free agency. But I don't know how much longer that's going to happen because these teams are picking up offensive linemen now, much like what we did last season, and we may keep the ones that we have. I mean, I like how Michael Drell looked. Michael Drell came in; he's not the most flashiest, but he filled in very nicely for us this year.
Yeah.
Was good,
And
fellas.
remember, what's happening, Zay?
Not much, man.
In the bag.
Yes, sir. I was just sitting there listening to y'all chop it up, talking Dirty Birds football, man. Had to
Absolutely.
come
Rise
slide
up.
in, man. What's good, Cowboy, my guy?
What's happening? What's happening?
Three Dirty.
Yo.
Y'all know what's going on. But
Yes, sir. Always about them Falcons, you know.
oh yeah,
Come
most
on now.
definitely. Most definitely.
Yes,
I-
yes,
So
indeed. But
I
yeah,
like
man.
I like what we've been doing. You get what I'm saying? I think the most recent pickup we got was that other running back that y'all was talking about, the guy
Brian
Yeah,
Richards.
Tyler Goodson.
Tyler
Oh,
Goodson.
Tyler, okay.
And I did my homework on him. He more like a like he can be in competition for that third running back, but when I looked into it, he really more like a special teams guy.
Yeah.
Like he can return kicks and he looked like he can be able to even though he not returning them for touchdowns, but like just having
Yeah.
a
Put
kick
him on the
returner
gadget
that can
play because he fast as shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
just to get you at least like if he return it, get you to like the 48 or the 50. You like
Yeah.
just get you good field position. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's one
Yep.
thing about like this free agency that we've been doing. Like we've been getting special teams players. Like you get what I'm saying? Like you need
Yeah.
gunners, you need guys out there
Right.
that can make that can hit. You get what I'm saying? Because
Right.
last year you see Xavier Watts, Jalen Walker, like you seen a lot of our rookies that start on defense on special teams. You get what I'm saying? And we even had Tyler Algier out there on punt returns playing gunner. Like you get what I'm saying? So I'm just glad that we adding bodies to that group. You grab a Nick Folk, even though he's still, he in his 40s, but the kicking percentage is wonderful. You get what
Man,
I'm
Mhm.
I'm
saying?
taking that. You missed 3 kicks in the last 3 seasons. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I watched
Certainly.
Young Wei Koo miss 3 kicks in one game. I'm
Yeah.
taking it.
Yeah. Because I always kept saying, like, I love Cool. I appreciate what he did, but he should have been gone after 24.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
Because
Koo
Oh, he
ain't
got
been the
hurt.
same since
Back.
this G-Wagon got broken into.
Yeah.
at that Saints game, when he left, like, because that was the same game Kirk got hurt, and you leaving like 9 points off the board, if you would have just
Yeah.
knocked them field goals
The
down,
Bucks game, the very first game of the season.
the first game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Yep.
It ain't no reason why you ain't ready. It ain't no reason why it's the first game of the season you missing kicks.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
And
Nerves out the window.
Marquise, and I think the special teams guy we had, Marquise Williams, I'm not gonna lie. He really, in my opinion, he really wasn't that bad until last year, in
Mhm.
my opinion.
Yeah.
Cause I remember the season before that, the 24 season, you had Cadell Hodge. He was a Pro Bowler on the special teams. Like we was blocking kicks. We done had cause what I think he blocked the kick in that Panthers game last year. I mean in
Mhm.
Yep.
24. You get
And
what
I
I'm saying?
think
Like,
Troy did too.
Yeah.
yeah, like special teams wasn't that bad. Like it was kind of saving us. Cause remember that Saints game, that first Saints game where we beat them
Mhm.
and we didn't score an offensive touchdown. And I think we scored
Yep.
on a muff punt. Cordell Hodge wound up scoring. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it held us down, and we won that game without even having to score an offensive touchdown. So it's just I'm glad we making moves on special teams. Even a guy, what's his name, Sidney Brown. He a special
Yeah.
teams guy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
And
and
good depth.
Yeah.
yeah, so I like the depth. Even though I'm not gonna lie, like some of the guys that we got with the guy Z and what's the other edge rusher that we got that came from Indianapolis? He had like a Achilles injury.
Sam Hebelkamp
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Cam.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cause that's the only thing with a couple of guys we got that was on them 1 year deals. Some of
Mhm.
them did have like some injuries and all that, but I'm not gonna think too hard on it. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Right.
you still gotta keep that in the back of your head. But
Yeah.
I
But
like
the
the
good
edge.
thing about him,
Mm-hmm.
and Christian Harris, they both
Mm-hmm.
work with Nate Ollie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one other thing too, we got and Ian is doing what he's supposed to do, right? I mean, like he said, he like to build in those trenches, but you got
Mm-hmm.
guys like, and he trying to sneak. I don't like to say he trying to sneak and do it, but he has done it. Tidall, you talking about a guy that can come in and play linebacker. He can actually be a starting linebacker, but he
Right.
also is a great special teams player. Same
Yep.
thing about
And
Mm-hmm.
he worked with
Christian
our
Harris.
special teams coach.
Yeah,
Our new
yeah. I
special
Right.
mean,
teams coach. So I
mhm.
like the
Mm-hmm.
connections. Like in a way, you going to go get players who they know can do the job that they
Yeah,
finna be brought in here to do. Christian
right.
Right.
Harris, I mean, Christian Harris, you in Houston, you just got replaced by, I believe, Frankie Louvu or Henry Tua
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
down there in Houston. So all a lot of these guys we brought in, they're getting the opportunity to revamp their career. Like
mhm.
Yeah.
just like Savannah Swear said, training camp is finna be fierce. Like everybody's finna be fighting for a job. So damn near it's kind of like Ian was right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because just look at the type of players we brought in. Like
yeah,
we ain't brought in nobody who just coming in here to sit on a contract. Somebody
right.
who guaranteed a job.
Yeah,
Yeah. 'Cause I
yeah,
remember last year when we signed the guy Morgan Fox. When we signed Morgan Fox and he wound up getting cut.
yeah, yeah.
Cause I thought he was gonna be,
I
that
did too.
that run stopper
Hmm.
or that pass rusher force, and then I guess he wound up getting beat out by Dorless or
Yeah.
McHale,
Well,
and he wound
they
up
went
ain't
youth
even
on
making the
that one.
team. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was crazy because I was like, okay, I like what he did with the Chargers, and then next thing you know, shit, he didn't even make the team. I was like, damn.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey y'all. 4 more days.
Hmm.
4 more days.
Almost.
Oh, with the jerseys.
Yeah,
About to get them new
uniform.
threads.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
think they not making no more moves until after we get the jerseys.
I
probably.
hope they.
And
I
and,
really
and
hope
then
we get.
okay, so
Hmm.
this is my speculation on Drake. All the players who was in that jersey preview video, those are
Hmm.
the ones who they think is the cornerstones.
Yeah, for sure. You got
Right.
to have a core now.
Come on, Bijan,
Mhm.
Yeah,
AJ, Drake, Jalen,
yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
but they finna trade Drake though.
Man,
Yeah.
Drake not getting traded,
No,
man.
no, not
Folks
Drake.
is crazy, bro.
Nah,
No, no.
Ain't nobody, bro. I keep telling folks, like, there's not a lot of receivers. Like when you look at that Patriots game and
Yeah,
how he was
Bruh,
head
I
tapping, catching them touchdowns.
so
Ain't no, you're
that
not gonna find another
solidified
guy catch
Drake.
like that.
That solidified
yeah,
Drake as a top 10 right there. That if you
yeah,
say name one game that Drake showed, I'm him. the Patriots game.
Yeah, for sure.
The
But
Patriots
he
game.
always steps up against Tampa Bay though. Always. That even when he was hurt that year, he still played and he still showed out.
Yeah, because I
Man,
keep telling them Tampa fans, goddamn, I'm like, man, that defense sorry as shit, man. That
Yeah.
goddamn,
and then what they gonna do then? Now that David gone,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Levante
Levante,
David.
yeah. But he was we was frying him too, because I remember that in that first game when Penix scored that touchdown on the when he rushed it on the fourth down.
Mhm.
And Kyle Pitts, he could have hit Kyle Pitts instead of running it in the end zone when he reached out and pulled his arm out and reached out for the touchdown. Kyle Pitts, he dropped his ass. He dropped
Yeah.
Levante because he hit him. He hit him like with a little route, and Levante fell on the ground. I was like, damn, because
Yeah.
Levante he getting old.
Yep.
So
Malone gone to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he gonna
I seen that. Damn.
He knew, but just look at the players we brought in. He already knew he wasn't gonna get no play time in this
Yeah,
defense,
for sure.
except special team.
Yeah.
He wasn't gonna get no linebacker reps with the guys we brought in. Like,
Yeah.
man, they put an emphasis on guys who can go sideline to sideline at that linebacker
Yeah.
position. That's one thing they made sure. Like, we might not have to see JD on the field no more.
I was just ready to say that, bro. You do not need to see that Guardian Cat motherfucker on that field no more, man. Because, bro, even
I'm,
bro, that
I
Patriots
wonder why
game,
he's still on the roster. They need to go and just solve that problem right now. I mean, just going to that distraction, just going to let it go.
Training
That one
camp,
and
because you are knowing training camp, you gotta have 90 bodies, so they just keep them on there for training camp.
Yeah.
JD gonna surprise y'all, man.
hell no.
Hey, I don't see it, bro.
Hey, Cowboy, have you ever seen one of those players, man, that it's just like they just keep overcoming obstacles? They always improve themselves year after year.
Yeah.
I just kind of got a feeling that he's one of them guys, man.
Who that?
I had that same hope for
JD.
You said JD.
Yeah.
Man, listen, my whole theory on JD, they drafted JD just because he from Flowery Branch.
Yeah,
I just got a feeling, man, that guy's gonna work on what he was weak at, and he's gonna come in a better player.
Yeah.
Man,
but I had that same thought with
JD. If JD get cut, JD gonna go home. He gonna go have a job. Whatever he gonna have a job, he gonna tell his kids. Y'all know I played 2 seasons for the Falcons, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I was
you
out
can't
there.
take that from him.
No, that's it. Because he hella smart.
Yeah.
So he gonna be one of those engineers down the road. Yeah, man. You know I played for the Falcons. You JD? Not you, little JD. Yeah, man. And I play actual games. I actually play snaps at linebacker.
Hey, do exactly what what's his name? Patrick Kearney, what he did. Patrick Kearney went to work for I forgot that cement company name. He went in as an engineer. He didn't go in as no regular worker. You know, he went in with a nice paycheck. So, you know, knowing people has its privileges.
Yeah, come on now.
JD, like when I watched him when I watched a little bit from him in Notre Dame, he was all right. But I just think when he got thrown out there, it was just
it wasn't a good look.
Because when you
he
watch
ain't fast enough.
Yeah, that Commanders game.
Yeah.
The 49ers game.
Yeah. I seen that stat line. Oh, I didn't know Jaden Daniels ran over 100 yards on that game, man. That was that was crazy when I looked at that the other day. I was like, I know he was running the ball on it, but I didn't know he had over 100 yards. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Well,
so what y'all think about what Holbrook said about putting Walker at off-ball linebacker?
I mean, I like it because I know a lot of folks they gonna question his coverage and everything, but I mean, if you really want to see what you saw out of him in Georgia, you gotta throw him out there and try to, get him in that position where it's like he can like I always say, make big plays on third downs. You get what I'm saying? Come in clutch on third down. Start QB spying more,
Right.
chasing that quarterback down. You get what? Because he got the speed, and then watching somebody his size running that fast. Well, not his size, but like the way how he like he can put fear into a quarterback. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so it's just I definitely want to see like with Auburn's how he gonna mix them up a little bit more, especially when you got Diablo and then all these other linebackers. So I ain't really mad at it. A lot of people
Yeah.
just talk about the coverage for real, but
Yeah. For sure. Sure.
mhm.
I tell you one thing that will solidify Jalen being at that off ball. If we go grab a dynamic player, and I don't know what it would take to grab him. I don't know what it's gonna take. We'll have to give up to get him. But
Mhm.
Reuben Payne playing in front of Jalen Walker would be, oh my
Oh
goodness.
boy.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
boy.
Golly.
Oh
Man,
boy.
just even
Next to
think about
Brandon Dorless. Oh my
it. Woo,
God.
goodness gracious alive.
That
And
would
I'm
be
talking about that
nasty.
man day one. He
Man,
ain't no development
think
with
about
him.
that NASCAR package. Think
Yeah,
about that NASCAR package.
you talking about a defense of the ages.
I keep telling
Might
folks
take
if
us
you
back to the grits blitz.
Yeah,
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 I keep telling folks Kyle Pitts. Shit,
yeah.
see if New England willing to give up that 31st overall.
Man,
Or the Seattle Seahawks with
man.
the 32nd.
Yeah.
They new OC did come from the 49ers.
Yeah.
He was the 49ers tight end coach.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to tell folks, but don't get me
What's
wrong,
happening,
it might be.
Blackbeard?
Yeah.
And I can see why people call him because of what we went through these past seasons. These offenses feel like shit. I can show you how to work with Kyle Pitts.
Man. And that's one
Yeah.
thing I talked about in my last video too, that is you know, that will make this offense almost unstoppable, right?
Mhm.
If we're gonna use tight ends like they say we're gonna do it. If we're gonna do it, let's go ahead and do it. Don't BS around with it. You know what I mean? Don't be trying to outsmart the defense. Run the ball straight at them. I mean, take your offense to them. Stop trying to outsmart them. I mean, if you do what you're supposed to do, let the defense be the one second guessing themselves, right? I mean, they ask
Right.
for it, give it to them.
And that was my thing with Pitts. Like, I don't like because some folks really just be having like they personal feelings with Kyle Pitts. But my thing with Pitts, I don't question his talent for real. It's just his fit
Yeah.
with, especially when you get everybody back next year.
Mm-hmm.
Then you might could potentially go at the wide receiver in the draft, or maybe probably get another one in free agency. Like, you
Right.
get what I'm saying? Like, you just add more targets, then you still got Bijan in the backfield. So it's just
Right.
like, and you establishing an identity where you trying to run the ball. So it's just like, I mean, unless we spread the ball around so well, but it's just you look at our tight ends. We got what, 4 tight ends on our roster right now. We
Yeah.
got Josh Simons, Austin Hooper, Warner, and Pitts. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't see us holding on to all 4 of them. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
I mean, we got till July 15th to see if we just going, that franchise tag, see if we just gonna keep them for that 1 year deal, prove it deal, or if Ian decide like, all right, shit, we could just probably get some compensation for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's just my
Once
thing with
again, it's a
Pitts.
win-win for the Falcons.
But you know what though?
Everything
And
that
that,
we
Yeah.
doing, it's a win-win for the team.
yeah.
Mhm.
But the thing is too, that, if he staying with that mentality of having a tight end type that 12, 13 personnel, we could very well end up with 4 tight ends on this squad.
We already got it.
No. I mean, as far as starting, we won't have it. Won't because remember, we had what 3 last year because Joshua Simon
Mhm.
didn't really count. He was on the practice squad, but
Mhm.
and I mean these guys will actually play a part of the offense, not just on paper and on the roster. 'Cause I mean, when we go to those uh big line packages, a lot of times these jokers use 2 tight ends or 3
Yeah.
tight ends and not another offensive tackle. So you
'Cause
can
that's
very
what
well. It all depends on how well they block. Charlie Warner would definitely he definitely on that big boy package.
Come on
yeah,
now.
He
because
gets
Arthur
it
Smith
done.
did that when we had Michael Pruitt, Um,
John Smith.
yeah,
Mhm.
John New. Yup, you get what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it's definitely because that's how I've been looking at Stefanski. I'm like, is this another like version of like Arthur Smith or some shit? Like, like, but it's just he got the because it just remind me so much of Arthur Smith a little bit, even though he not the hottest OC on the market, but when you just look at his resume, like before even you look at the Cleveland stuff, but his Tennessee resume, not his Tennessee, his Minnesota resume,
Yeah.
damn near somewhat similar to Arthur Smith when he was in Tennessee. Like you get what I'm saying? You was with the organization for a certain amount of years. Cause I think what Stefanski, he was with Minnesota since like 2006
Right.
and then worked his
Mhm.
way. Yeah, he was a tight end coach, quarterback coach, you get what I'm saying? And then he was there for like three regimes, like three different head coaches. So
Right.
but I ain't gonna go that far to it because I think but sometimes you'll think like that. Sometimes a
Yeah.
fan and you'll think
Mhm.
like that. But
But
I,
yeah,
I
fellas, let's go ahead
yeah,
and go around the board and let everybody know where to find you. I gotta
yes,
step
sir.
out and handle some business before it get late. Three
That's
I
good.
bet.
dirty.
Yo,
OG.
OG in the
Let them know
chat.
where to find you at, OG.
hey man,
3:30.
hey man, y'all know where I'm at. I'm just the OG in the chat. Hey man, just hey looking for anybody out there talking about that Falcon football. Hey, look, I got a little something going. I'm on another platform, but I got a little something supposed to be coming out around
Okay.
April the 7th. I'll let y'all know.
Okay.
I got some
Okay.
things.
All
I got
right.
some things I got to get off my chest.
Yes, sir.
And then
Oh shit.
Okay. Okay.
yes, sir.
I'll be
So
tuned in.
Yeah,
yeah,
me too.
I keep y'all in the loop though. Hey
Yeah.
man,
No
another
doubt.
good presentation. Um, hey man, Zay, he
Yes,
coming
sir.
from up the way, man, with that knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I keep my ears open when that guy be talking.
I
Hey,
appreciate you,
yes,
3:30.
sir.
For real. Thank you,
Hey,
man.
you do that music, right?
Yeah, I still do music here and there, but I gotta get back on it. I gotta get back on it.
Hey, man, you get a chance, look up this kid named Sean Trap.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's some of my peoples.
Bet. I'm gonna check them out. I'm gonna
Yeah,
check them out.
Sean Trap.
Sean Trap.
Yeah. Hey,
Bet.
hey, cowboy, you keep doing your thing, man.
Hey man, you know what? I gotta have good people like y'all on talk to, man.
Hey, man, hey, we'll
Hey
do it.
man.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Zay,
Hey,
sir.
let them know where
hey,
to find you, big dog.
who me?
Oh, who me?
You still saying something, three dirty?
Oh, I was finna say we gonna respond to that home team. What he
Yeah,
Oh,
just
the
said.
Blackberry say 12 tight ends had more touchdowns than Pitts last season. Only two of them will get paid more than Pitts this season. Those two weren't even in the postseason. Let that sizzle in your spirit.
whole team crazy. Whole team.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man, it's all
Look,
good, man. Georgia boy, man, another good one, man. Just keep up the good
yes,
work.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Appreciate it. Zay, let them know where to find you at, big dog.
Oh yeah, yes sir, man. Shout out to my man Georgia Texas boy 330 and Cowboy
Sir.
and home team in the chat. Shout out to the chat. You get what I'm saying? Y'all can follow me on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram at Zay in a Bag, ZAYINNABAG underscore on all platforms, music. I appreciate the love, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Both doing this Falcon stuff in Baltimore, man. Only Falcon fan in Baltimore. Hey, it is what it is. Just hoping that we have a good season this year, turn this thing around, get out this 7, 8 year playoff drought, man, and build out this 4 game winning streak from last year, man.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Georgia Texas
Atlanta
boy, man.
Falcons Fandemic. Yes, sir. Zay, anytime the link posted, big dog, you more than welcome to come on.
For sure. Y'all stay blessed, man.
Pandemic.
Man, you too, man.
Let them know where to find you at.
Yo, 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 y'all know who it is. It's Cowboy Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. First of all, appreciate you holding me down right here on your platform, Georgia Texas boy. It's always a pleasure, my brother. Uh, who was that? Was that Southside Rick? That wasn't Southside. That was Blackberry who left that comment about the tight ends. Hey, stay tuned for that video on Kyle Pitts, man. You're gonna want to be in on that one. But yeah, man, like I said, appreciate you having me on your platform. Y'all can follow me on YouTube. Man, I'm about to jump off some other stuff, man. That's gonna be like almost crazy even for me. But yeah, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Substack, all those platforms, man. Y'all can catch me on there. And guys, when I tell you these are my own personal words I be putting in this video, you're not gonna find nobody else speaking what I speak on when I'm on my platform. This is not no jump off a sound bite from somebody else's article. These are my own words. So before you come at me with info, I do my own research. Own research. So, you know, if you want to talk to me. It's all good. It's all love. We all Falcon fans at the end of the day.
Yes,
I won't hold it against you. I mean, it's all Falcon talk, baby. But
hey man, that video you did on Penix in high school playing basketball was straight, man.
Hey, yeah. Oh,
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
I was
that was a good one.
on that one. Yeah, I was surprised on that one. But yeah, that
hey,
one
man, but I thank all
there.
y'all for coming on the show. I thank everybody for watching. Y'all know these Falcons and Gas Boy Speaks. We in the mix for 2026 and beyond. You know what I'm talking about?
For sure.
We outside.
You know it.
And as I always say, the new era is here. Check y'all on the next show, man.
Rise up.
Rise
Rise up.
Rise up.